If I would be a cheater, I had no reason on this day to cheat because I didn't saw I would risk my relationship with Charmy.
When you never meet Andre in person, do
Mm.
you still entertain other suitors or would you still search for suitors online?
100%.
Is it necessary for your husband to support your family?
I have a Filipino girlfriend who doesn't need my financial support, and I hope that one day the people will stop talking so in general about Filipinas because it's not nice.
In this case, a lot of people are trying to drag me down in this.
Andre, have you ever been tempted by other women in the Philippines? There's a lot of eye candies here, Andre. Have
What
you
do you
ever
mean?
been
What do you
like
mean?
you would say, "Oh, she's sexy." But have you ever, yeah, have you ever been
that's,
tempted
that's
by other
that's
women?
very funny question because we had New Year and we was in Aluna Beach,
Yeah, in
and
Panglao.
I told her that's really I'm really honest. We was walking around there, and three of her cousins they had the first big party disco club party in Aluna. So we brought them from the province here that they can experience this. So the girls was dancing, and I was typical the man. I was taking care of her shoes and bags. And while I'm staying there, I was watching around and looking, and I can really say, if I would be a cheater, I had no reason on this day to cheat because I didn't saw. Of course, they are pretty girls, but there was no girl where I would say I would risk my relationship with Charmy for one adventure. No,
Okay. So, no girl yet that would stoop to the level of beauty in terms of Charmy.
no, not in my eyes. I don't want to offend the girls here in Aluna Beach. Of course, they are pretty, but no. For me, my eyes
Okay.
are just for Charmy.
Okay, Charmy alone.
Yeah.
The charisma, I think. The charisma of Charmy.
Yeah, there's a lot of things what makes Charmy very unique, and that's the reason why I love her.
Perfect. That's a good answer. And that can really flutter Charmy's feelings right now. Okay.
Kilig to the max.
Next question is Charmy. When you never meet Andre in person, do
Mm.
you still entertain other suitors or would you still search for suitors online?
100% yes. Actually, I said to myself that, with the previous relationship, he doesn't want to have child. And I want to have child. And I said to myself, of course, before I entertain someone, I open up about him, about what I want. And then he said he doesn't want. And then I said to him that at the age of this, and you still doesn't want to have child, then I have to move forward in life. And that is also one of the reason why I really end our marriage, just because I want to have child and I want to be happy, genuinely happy, where both are compatible and happy and same goals in life. And yeah, that's, I think, one of what I want with Andre as well is he wants to have family. And not all, mostly foreigners that I met online doesn't want to have child because they doesn't want to risk, because they hear a lot of bad traits with Filipinas already. And good thing with him, although he have some experience, he still wants to be with Filipina and still wants to have a child.
At least you're in the stage right now that you are good having a family. It's like you're 24, he's 32, so that's a good age already to have a baby. But
Yeah.
what age do you really want to have a baby? What's the deadline?
Deadline with me was I said earliest 25, latest 32.
32. That's the most late
Late.
age.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
32.
but now after I met him, and even if, for example, we have a problem, like for example, we cannot conceive a child, I don't want to leave him. We can just adopt children because there's a lot of children who are looking for love and care. So adoption is also an option.
Yes, of course. If you have a good partner, why not just adopt if you cannot conceive a child? Yeah,
Yeah.
there's no problem with that.
Yeah.
Same question, Andre. When you never meet Charmy in person, did you search for other Filipinas online? Ding, 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 ding.
Uh, I think if I would still chatting with Charmy and there is a reason like financial or we met us in pandemic, I would stick with her and focus on her. But if for any reason we were broke up or I never met her even online, yeah, I think I would still looking for other Filipinos.
Okay, that's a practical way to do and very straightforward, of course. Have you ever encountered that Charmy has a silent treatment, or we call it tampo here in the Philippines? How did you handle it?
Yeah, we have these problems
Most of the time.
most of the time because in Germany we learn to talk what we think, and when we have problems or when we are not happy, then we even talk to our parents a lot because parents are there to help. Parents are there to guide you to get adult. That's what we learn in Germany. So we are very open when we have problems. And I know that a lot of cultures in the world um, are different, but Chami's stubbornness in this is very.
Yeah,
Yeah. There are a
Filipinas
lot of
are
times
stubborn.
when we have small fights or something or misunderstandings, and I really try to fix it, but it's part of the culture. I mean, I'm living here, so I have to adjust, I have to learn, and I learned already that most of the time it's the first anger or the first frustration what led the Filipina, I talk in general now, what led the most Filipina react like this. But with us, normally latest in the next morning, we fix it and then it's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, as long as you fix it. That's just quite normal for Filipina. Again, tampo is already a trait for Filipina.
Yeah.
What is the name?
Trait.
Tampo.
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 Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
we
good to
call it
know.
tampo. That's in Tagalog. Next question for Charmy. Is it necessary for your husband to support your family?
No, because
Why?
I'm still young, I am very independent in this case. Um, I always want to have a job, like my own income. So, for an example, when there's a problem, family problem, I can always help them. And not because I'm a very shy person. And most of the time, when there's problem, for an example, financial problem, I always have money for myself, so I can always help them when I can without, you know, depending on my partner because I don't think it's healthy as well. Although it's um, in our case, he's very supportive. But every time I help my family, I we talk about it, and sometimes we share. He helps, I help.
No.
Okay, so it's equal.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, if I could say something to this as
yeah.
well as I
It's
always
actually, you have a question for two. What if Charmy
okay.
will ask you to support her parents? Would you say
um,
yes or no?
I was we had this discussion sometimes. Not that she asked me for help.
Mm,
It's more that she always try to find ways, and she always find ways to help herself. But of course, sometimes she is then in stress or in struggle, and this is something what, of course, is something
It
it I
bothers
don't
you.
want to say no, it not bothers me. It's like that then she has stress, and then I learn, okay, don't talk to her now because she is stressful, moody. And then
Yeah.
sometimes then sometimes I have this that even that she have struggle, I would like to know because I'm her boyfriend and I want to know when my asawa has problems. So even that I can just give her an advice. For an example, don't be worried, we will find a way. It's not that she asked me for money, and also this is always a problem because I feel sometimes so sorry for her because we are vloggers, we have a YouTube channel, and yeah, there are sometimes very mean comments, especially from foreigner guys who maybe made wrong experience, and then they directly yeah hating her or sending bad messages because she they connecting their bad experience with Charmy. And I really can say maybe I don't know, but it seems that I have a Filipino girlfriend who doesn't need my financial support, and I hope that one day the people will stop talking so in general about Filipinos because it's not nice.
In this case, a lot of people are trying to drag me down in this issue, and I could just say that not all Filipinas are same. You know, some Filipina might milk someone, but in this case, I have very clean conscience that I'm not one of them, and I want to prove them wrong. That is the reason why I want to have a work, stable work, just so I could tell them that I'm not milking my own partner because I'm not into his money. Because if I want money, I can have money.
Yes, of course. With your beauty, yes, you
And she
will.
is a girl, and to be honest, she is a girl. If she wants to milk a man, she could find someone who is more rich.
It's
So,
true.
yeah.
Really true. Yeah. She could choose
Yeah.
what foreigner she wants. She has that beauty standard
Yeah,
of a
so that's
Filipina.
yeah. I mean, I'm just 32 years old. I worked the last years in Germany, but I'm not a rich man. How? Like I said, I'm 32. So if she would really searching for money, or if this her intention, then I would be a very bad choice.
Yeah. I believe when it comes to being your age 32, you're still striving hard. For the guys that are 70, that's quite
Yeah,
different scenarios. Yeah.
yeah,
Next question for
yeah,
Andre.
correct.
Will you consider Charmy as a traditional Filipina? Is she submissive or dominant?
I think in some I think I cannot answer this in general. There are some things for an example here in Germany, the man's also cook or the man also do household sometimes or cleaning the dishes after food. And in this part, Charmy is very traditional in the way she treat me and this kind. But she is not a person who wants to stay at home and let the man work, and she is just the caretaker of the kids or house. She is a person who or a character, she needs to do everything by herself, also work and hard work. So I wouldn't call her traditional in this case. Maybe in the way she treats me as a man, but not in the way she handle her life.
Okay, she is already mixed. We call them mix. Okay,
Yeah,
even
she's
for
mixed.
me, working at the same
Yeah,
time, taking care of the husband.
yeah.
Next is Charmy. Any advice for foreigners who are dating young or single mom Filipinas, in your opinion?
Well, I'm not against of it can be old or young. I'm not against it as long they're happy and they are genuinely in a relationship because of love and not because of money. Then I'm okay with it. I'm not here to judge because my ex was way older than me, and then I was working. I was not into his money, so I can relate to some young Filipina who are in a relationship with older. It just happened that we want to have a serious relationship because, some of, based on my observation, not all young, just like his age, are serious in life, who wants to be settled down. So some Filipina um, went to older ones because they are serious already, although not all are lucky, some are also having a hard time. So as long they are happy and they're compatible, they have same um, goals in life, then they can do it.
That's a good explanation. Again, it doesn't matter if you're so old or so young. Once you click, you click. That's it. And Andre, any advice for guys who are dating
Yeah,
Filipina and want to
that's
meet
just
their girlfriends for the first time?
I say my opinion is a little bit different from this because it has not to do with the age. It has something to do what you want in your life, and to when you find the person who fits on you or a perfect match, then it's about your goals. For an example, when you are a man who is in his 60s, and I don't want to offend anyone, but when you're a man who is in his 60s and he has already kids in the country where he come, and his intention is to have a peaceful life now as a pension, then I think it's not the best choice to choose a 20 years old Filipina because she has all these steps where he went through already. That's all what she wants. She want to have kids. She want to
yeah,
have get married. And maybe he has this all, or he had this all already. And then it's not a good connection. And when this people find together, it's sometimes a risk of difficulties.
mm,
So I think you should always find a person who is on the same, yeah, timeline like you. When you are a young man, or like you are 40s, you never had kids, you have a
mm,
broken marriage, and you want to have a married and still a family with middle of 40s, and you find a 20 years old girl and or a 25 years old girl and she wants the same, then perfect,
yeah,
yeah, go for it.
yeah,
But you need to find someone who is on the same timeline in life, I think. Like I said, I
Okay.
don't want to offend. It's just my opinion and it's based on my experience in life.
Yeah, we have different opinions. It's up to them if they
Yeah.
respect that or not. as, as long as you're straightforward, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Since you're in our channel, I want you to promote your channel. What's your channel and can you tell us about it?
Our channel is the Crohn's vlog, and it's about us, the Crohn's. We call each other Crohn's because my German name is Kröner, and it is like the English word of crow, the German word of crow.
Crown.
That's the Crown's vlog, and it's about our daily life. We are traveling, experience Bohol. Um, Last time I was planting rice, so it's me adapting and experience the Filipino lifestyle. And yeah, for everyone who is interested to join us in our daily adventures, who is always welcome to visit us in our vlog and subscribe to our channel.
Please support the Crowns, guys. Visit their channel. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much, guys, for watching till the end, and we hope to see you in our next vlog. No hate, just love. Bye.